Hello everyone. First of all, thank you to everyone who is here today. My name is Zaki Intan Akbari and I will be your moderator for this presentation. Apart from that, there are also group members today, namely Aina Altafunisa, Muhammad Dilan Hendra, Makhraja Rizki, and Shifa Sahira. Today, we will present the topic Organizational Structure of Solaria Indonesia. For the first part of our presentation, it will be presented by Dilan. To Dilan, please welcome.
Alright, thank you, moderator. So, the company profile of Solaria. The restaurant is since 1990s. The company description. Solaria is one of the largest restaurant chains in Indonesia. It offers a variety of food such as fried rice, noodles, chicken, seafood, and some simple Asian and Western dishes. This restaurant is known for its affordable prices, large portion, and fast service. Solaria is usually located in strategic places like shopping malls, airport, and train station. The next is the vision statement. To become a leading family restaurant chain in Indonesia that is widely recognized for providing high quality food, affordable prices, and fast, friendly, and consistent service across all branches. The company aims to create a comfortable dining experience for customers from all backgrounds, including families, students, and workers. From in the future, Solaria hopes to continue growing, expand its presence in strategic locations, and maintain customer satisfaction as its top priority. And the mission statement for Solaria is to provide a wide variety of food menu options that are high quality, hygienic, and suitable for the taste of the community. To offer competitive and affordable prices so that the product can be enjoyed people from different backgrounds. To deliver fast, friendly, and efficient service to ensure customer satisfaction. To expand the restaurant network to various strategic locations across Indonesia. To maintain consistency in taste, quality, and operational standard in every branch. And the last is to continuously innovate and develop new menu items in order to keep up with the market trends and customer needs. That it's from me. I'm giving back to moderator.
The next material will be presented by Shifa. To Shifa, please welcome.
The next about rules and responsible and job description. First one of top management include the owner and general manager. The owner holds the highest authority and is responsible for the long-term strategic direction and financial health of the business. They profit the necessary capital for expansion and approve the major corporate decisions such as opening new branches or rebranding. For example, Olianto approving the opening of a new Solaria branch in a specific mall or changing the overall brand concept. B. General Manager. The general manager is responsible for the supervising all restaurant operation and departments. For the example, general manager at Solaria reviews the monthly sales report from all branches in Jakarta and decides to implement a new efficiency training for staff and reduce food waste. The next one is front of house or FOH. Include the restaurant manager, supervisor, waiter, and cashier. Restaurant manager, they manage the daily activities and staff schedule at the specific outlet. They also handle customer feedback to ensure everyone has a great dining experience. Example, the manager at Solaria Basco City Mall creates the weekly shift schedule for 20 employees and talks to a customer who had a problem with their order. B. Supervisor or captain. This leader coordinates the service team and monitor the flow of food to the tables. For example, during the busy lunch hour, the captain noticed that table number 5 hasn't received their nasi goreng coming yet and quickly checks the kitchen status. Next, waiter. They take customer orders and deliver food and drinks with a friendly attitude. For example, a waiter politely suggests the chicken cordon bleu to a new customer and brings extra chili sauce when requested. The last, cashier, they process all goods payments accurately and provide the final bill. They also handle the daily cash reports at the end of each shift. For example, the cashier in Solaria scans the barcode on the customer order slip, process the SOP payment, and hands over the receipt with a thank you. Next, back of house. Back of house include head chef, cook, kitchen staff, and dishwasher. The head chef leads the kitchen team and ensure all food follow the official recipe. They are also responsible for food quality, kitchen safety, and manage the menu. For example, the head chef inspect the kitchen at Solaria branch to make sure the mie goreng sauce tastes exactly the same as the company's standard recipe. Next, chef de partie or cook. This person is responsible for cooking specific dishes according to the standardized recipe and quality levels. For example, a cook quickly prepares 5 portions of sapo tahu on a hot stove, making sure the vegetables are fresh and the sauce is thick when customer order. Next, kitchen staff. They help with the food preparation such as washing and cutting vegetables. For example, help chef de partie and staff members spend the morning peeling kilogram of onions and cutting chicken into cubes so the cooks are ready for the dinner rush. Next, dishwasher. This person cleans all the plates, glasses, and cooking tools used in the restaurant. For example, a steward collects dirty plates from the station and washes them using a high temperature machine and ensure they are germ-free. Thank you for the opportunity. Back to the moderator.
Okay, thank you, Shifa. And then the next material will be present by Aina. To Aina, please welcome.
Thank you for the opportunity. So now I'm going to explain about the supporting department. Basically, supporting departments are the teams that work behind the scene to help the restaurant run smoothly. First, we have purchasing or procurement. They are responsible for buying all the ingredients and supplies, so they make sure everything is available and the quality is good, but still at a reasonable price. Next is HRD. HRD handles recruitment, training, and also takes care of the employees. So they make sure all the staff are ready to work and follow the rules. Then we have accounting or finance. They manage all the money like recording income and expenses and also paying bills. After that, quality control or internal auditor. Their job is to check everything, like making sure operations follow the standards and there's no mistakes or waste. Next is marketing and promotion. They help attract customers by making promos, handling social media, and creating interesting offers. And lastly, security. They make sure the restaurant is safe and everything stays under control. Okay, next I will explain the organizational chart. So this chart shows how the company is structured. At the top, we have the shift director. Then below, there are several managers like operation, finance, HR, marketing, logistics, and quality control. And in each restaurant branch, there is a branch manager or supervisor who handles daily activities. Under them, there are staff like head chef, cashier, waiters, kitchen staff, and cleaning service. So basically, the structures help divide the job clearly and makes the work more organized and efficient. Thank you. That's all for me. Thank you. Back to the MC.
Okay, thank you, Aina. For the last material will be present by Eja. To Eja, please welcome.
Thank you for the opportunity. Reason for choosing a functional structure. A. User supervision. Each department has its own manager who is responsible for their specific area. This makes supervision clearer and more focused. Example, the operation manager focuses on restaurant service, while the finance manager handles budgeting. B. Higher work efficiency. Employees work based on their skill, making tasks faster and more effective. Example, kitchen staff focus on food preparation, while cashier handle customer transaction. C. Suitable for multi-brand companies. Solaria has many outlets in malls, airport, transaction, and other strategic locations. A functional structure helps maintain the same service standards in all branches. D. Easier decision making. Decision can be made within each department without always involving all division. Example, raw material stock issue are handled directly by the logistics team. Next, Solaria organizational structure. A. Head office. Part of head office. Chief director, operation manager, finance manager, HR manager, marketing manager, logistic manager, and quality control manager. B. Restaurant branch. Part of restaurant branch. Branch manager or supervisor, head chef, cashier, waiters or waitress, kitchen staff, and cleaning service. Advantages and disadvantages of this structure. Advantages: clear roles and responsibilities, easier supervision, high work efficiency, consistent service standards, suitable for large-scale business like restaurant chains. Disadvantages: communication between departments can be less smooth. Decision making can be slower if approval is needed. High dependence on each department manager. Less flexible for sudden change. Thank you. Back to MC.
Okay, well, from our presentation today, there are a conclusion. Solaria is one of the most successful family restaurant chains in Indonesia, known widely variety of quality food at affordable prices and fast service. Its popularity among families, students, and workers are supported by strategic locations that make it easily accessible. From an organizational perspective, a functional structure suits Solaria well because it enables clear task division, effective supervision, and consistent service across branches. Although this structure can create communication barriers and slow decision making, this issue can be managed with good coordination. Overall, with a strong structure, clear direction, and ongoing innovation, Solaria has strong potential to sustain and grow its position in the food and beverage industry. Okay, that's all for our presentation. We apologize for any mistake and thank you for your attention.